Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Vito, and I will present my research with my colleague, Mr. Harry and Mrs. Kasia, with the title Development and Evaluation of M-Learning Application for Learning the Foundation of Islamic Knowledge. So the presentation will be divided into 6 sections. First is introduction, second is methodology, third is requirement gathering, fourth alternative design, 5 evaluation and suggestion, and 6 is conclusion. We start with the background of the research. It comes from Hadith Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam recorded in Sahih Muslim. Whoever travels a path in search of knowledge, Allah will make easy for him a path to paradise. And with this hadith, it is explained that one of the most important prayer in Islam is about to learn about the religion itself. It is obligatory for a Muslim to study the science of religion to know Allah, His Prophet, and Islam, along with the proofs, or in Arabic it states dalil. And the problems of the research that will be highlighted is that Islamic students who don't attend formal Islamic institution class generally will need information of available live Islamic studies around the cities or sometimes countries, and it needs time adjustment to attend it. So the solution of this problem is to enhance the flexibility of learning using mobile applications, such as M-Learning. And with those background, problem, and solution comes the research question. One, how the M-Learning application alternative design will look. And two, what is the evaluation results of the alternative design? So this is the literature that will be used in the research. There is divided into 2 sections. Section 1 is about learning theories, and section 2 is about system interaction. For the learning theories, is used literature about study of Islamic knowledge manners, or Islamic learning methods, or Islamic learner adab. And second is e-learning and M-learning. And 3 is Pisciano multimodal model for online learning. And 4 is the balanced assessment model. And for the system interaction literature, there is user-centered design, usability, ganjos and events of instruction, then usability heuristic, and gamification. And the research approach is using mixed methods. It uses quantitative data and qualitative data. Where the quantitative data is used online survey and system usability score or SUS. And for the qualitative data is used contextual interview and usability testing or UT. For the research flow, first is the literature review, and second, requirements gathering, third, analyze design requirements, fourth, create alternative design, fifth, evaluate alternative design, and sixth, conclusion withdrawal. So the user research on this research is divided into online learning and Islamic learning method integration, and then online survey and contextual interview. First is to integrate online learning and Islamic learning methods. So the integration is done by modeling the basic Islam learning method associated with the Pisciano multimodal model. And the online survey of the research is provided with 240 respondents. And the online survey is used to collect quantitative data from interesting demographics, time allocated for learning, places to conduct learning, and media used for learning. There is also an optional open question to ask their opinion and recommendation for the app design. So it is not purely quantitative data from the online survey. It is also provided qualitative data that asks about their opinion of the M-learning application of Islam requirements. And there is contextual interview that provided with 19 respondents. So the contextual interviews were conducted to collect data in the form of Islamic learning experiences and suggestions for basic Islamic learning. Interview questions were divided into 5 main topics, namely regarding Islamic learning experience in face-to-face program, Islamic learning experience in online program, Islamic learning experience without learning programs, and learning experience without any teacher, and receive recommendation on the basis of online Islam. And the design evaluation of the research is used usability testing and system usability scale. So evaluation is carried out by UT answers. So the response from UT participants regarding the basic feature of Islamic learning are used as qualitative data, and values of the SUS by UT participants are used as quantitative data. Both qualitative and quantitative data is used to enhance the evaluation. And then we jump to the requirement gathering section. So in this requirement gathering section, there is two sections. The first one is persona. So in this research, obtain two persona. The first persona is Islamic knowledge student who hadn't yet followed live Islamic learning routinely, and the second persona is Islamic knowledge student who were attending live Islamic learning routinely. The first persona, they needs gradual Islamic learning guidance and flexibility, and the second persona needs to learn basic Islamic materials on topic that they desire. So, uh, with the requirement gathering, obtain design requirements. Three main design requirements. First is to provide gradual learning. Second is to provide Islam foundation learning from trusted Islamic experts. And third is to maintain learning routine. And with the third requirement, the design will use gamification. And the design objectives of this research is four. First is to provide learning using various media. Then second is to provide stages of learning combined with gamifications. And third, to building social atmosphere with discussion rooms and leaderboard. And fourth, to provide informative and summative evaluation. And there is another prioritas gain design insight is to highlight the live Islamic study information. And this is the alternative design of the research. This is the various learning media. The image on the left is the video with the description, and the image on the right is the podcast. This is the social design of the application. There's discussion, leaderboard, and friends. In a discussion, the user can ask the material question to all of the user and also to the teachers. And in the leaderboard section, on the image on the center, it is used to compete with all of the user on the application. And the right image, there is friends section, so the user can solve his friends on this application using this application. And he can compete with his friends in the application, and he also can invite his friends to use this application. This is the quiz section of this application. The unique of this quiz section is that the quiz is using formative assessment. So the user needs to answer the correct answer so he can continue the learning. As we can see on the left image, when the user choose the wrong answer, he will provide with the feedback why the answer is wrong, and the submit button will be disabled. And when he chooses the correct answer, as we see on the right of the photo, uh, it will be provided with the feedback why the answer is right, and the submit button will be enabled, so he can continue the learning. And this formative assessment is to help the user to understand the material, or it can be said to help learning. And this is the exam design of the application. Different from the quiz, the exam is used summative assessment. So as we can see in the left image, the user can answer the question freely, and it will be provided with feedback after he finished all answered all the questions. As we can see on the center of the center image, that this is the feedback after finishing the exam. And on the right image, this is the summative evaluation. So it will provide where the material of where is the submaterial of the topics that need to be learned more with the user. And this system is provided is to evaluate the learning of your user. And these exams can be attempted anytime, even before finishing the materials. Is according to the design requirements is to provide faster learning. So this is the gamification design of the application. On the left image, it is provided after we finish a submaterial. So after we finish uh, a submaterial, we'll be awarded with points. And after we finish a topic, we'll be awarded with a new unlocked topic at the image of at the image in the center. And as we can see on the right of the image, there is also uh, a locked topics that that it will be unlocked after we finish the section before. And this gamification is provided to guide the user to learn gradually. And about the life study information highlighting, this is the design. Uh, there is life study information highlight on the top of the first page or the home page. Then when we click it in, and when we click on it, it will navigate to life study information page. Those alternative design is evaluated by conducting UT and SUS to 14 respondents, and the result is that all UT scenario is successfully done by all respondents, and it is obtained SUS score of 76 or good score. But it is gathered three major evaluations. One is that many parts of the feature cannot be easily understood because the display features cannot represent their functions properly. And two, the application theme is not evenly implemented on each feature. And three, the feature display didn't follow the app design trends well. And there is suggestion for the application design. First, to add placement test system. It is to improve faster learning. Two, it is to limit the chance for students to take the final exam of the material without the need to complete all explanation first. So with the previous design explained that the final exam can be attempted without completing all the explanation first. But the suggestion is added is that it will need to add limit chance to attempt the final exam without the completion of the explanation first. And the third suggestion is to provide notification for upcoming live study information. The conclusion of this research is divided into three sections. Section 1 is design requirements to build e-learning application of Islamic knowledge. It is gained three main design requirements. One is to provide gradual learning. Two is to provide Islam foundation learning from trusted Islamic experts. Three is to maintain learning routine. And the design objectives of this research is four. One is to provide learning using different media. Two is to provide stages of learning combined with gamifications. Three, to build social learning atmosphere with discussion and leaderboard. And fourth, to provide formative and summative evaluation. And there is another prioritized design insight. It is to highlight the live Islamic study information. And the evaluation of this alternative design is that the e-learning application alternative design is good. By means, this design could achieve the goal to help people learn Islam easier. However, there are three major evaluations of this design. One is that many parts of the feature cannot be easily understood because the display features cannot represent their function properly. Two is that application theme is not evenly implemented on each feature. And three, the feature display didn't follow the app design trends well. And there's the conclusion of this research. Okay, and that's all for the presentation. Thank you very much for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.